You're my friend, you're my friend, you're my friend, you're my friend, baby dolls! Ethereum ETF, breaking news, is officially confirmed to come next week. And also, Trump's VP Vance is anti-Gary Gensler. I'm going to show you the video. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Make memes great again. The meme of friendship. Let's check it out right now. Breaking news. The corrupt SEC friends have replied about the Ethereum ETF, the Spot ETF, and their applications. They request an effectiveness on the 23rd of July. So that's it. It's effective. It must be done. It is written on the papyrus paper to be burned forever and then confirmed. So here we have from Eric. Shout out to Eric Balachucci. Balachucci says, Nate's instincts were right. Hearing that the corrupt SEC finally got back to issuers today. And it says Tuesday. This is July 23. This has provided no unforeseeable last minute issues. Welcome. Welcome to the Spot ETF approval week. That was just of this week. So they pretty much said, well, it's next week pretty much. Okay, so that's great. So it's finally making its way through. Now, I want to remind you, when Bitcoin's ETF came out, we had an 80% pump. Okay. Now, the Bitcoin ETF, friends, I think it was announced right here, and then it dropped 20%, and then from the 20% drop, it went up 90%. So I wonder with Ethereum's if we would get the same thing. I'm just wondering, wondering about this racism, friends. It'd be funny if we go down and we have to drop another 20%, and then we go up another 90%. That'd be nuts, up to 6K. That'd be crazy if that happens. But the market's used to this, the ETF stuff. It's used to the flows and the people are around, so they have more experience. So I don't know if we're going to get that exact type of pattern. Maybe you don't. We're looking at this thing for Ethereum, this triangle channel. Whee! I believe in the green candles. I hope we get something like that. But I just want to let you know, the first target, friends, is $7,300. That is American, of course. Of course, you want to hear the pump for Trump. Pump it all the way, baby. Listen, I know you're all paid shields, Mr. Government workers. I know all of you are paid shields. We're not stupid, okay? We're peanut brains. We are retardio, some might say. By the way, I don't know the coin. It's just a funny name, retardio. Now, we understand they're all paid shields. Well, how about you accept our bribes? We're going to donate to you $47 of crypto because that's pretty much all we got left. And you're going to bribe us for some votes. That's what you're going to do. You're going to drop the tax rates on us. You're going to get Gary Gensler out. You're going to put somebody who's a bag pumper. And what we actually want, friends, if I was to make the demands on behalf of the people, I want, oh man, friends, just imagine, I thought of the best idea. Whoever's in charge of the corrupt SEC or the CFTC, they have to have a public, visible crypto wallet. Just to see. Now, why? Because you know the amount of dumb shit we're going to be sending them. NFTs, naked people, willy pics, controversial stuff. Oh, man, it'll be crazy. That'll be an amazing bullish feeling. Because it's showing them like, hey, we're part of you guys now, kind of, and then when you kind of like, friends, it's a pendulum, man. It's a pendulum. And slowly, I know we have happy times, but slowly our rights downtrend over time. If you watch my Donald Trump deep state video, you kind of see, oh, well, it's maybe to advance human civilization that we can't see. That's going to stretch out the next 100,000 years. Maybe it's going to do something like that. But for now, in this short life that we have, we're going to make the most of it. We're not going to be with the rats on the sinking ship, okay? So we have the Ethereum ETF coming. I hope we have a nice friendship around there. Now, friends, on that Ethereum ETF, once again, I saw somebody in the comment section as well. They said, Sommi, you said a year ago, man, if they give you a Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF in the same year, sell everything. Run. I know, bro. I know. I'm scared. But I have that top signal list, okay? I have a top signal list, which I've got a full video coming out, friends. We've got to explore this out soon, but the top signal list has been updated. And look, friends, I can't get everything right because my job is not to guess everything, okay? Like, I'm not here to guess the weather every day. But if you ask me to predict the weather every day, I'm going to be 50% is going to be wrong. Probably 99%, okay? Raining green candles, I'll just ask for that every day. So I would have never expected back in, say, 2022, I never would have thought that the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF would come before the rest of these top signals, okay? Bitcoin ETF, top signal list, Ethereum ETF, and then Andrew Tate launches a coin. So we have these other ones here. I'll make another whole video dedicated here for you. So, yes, look, I'm scared too, man. I'm scared. Just that, this Bitcoin, look, I don't argue with the timing of the news, like the order of the news of which they come. We're here to see how many non-believers are in. All right. See, I would have thought, so you have, that having an ETF means all the non-believers in. I thought that. Wrong. Clearly, these people don't believe in crypto at all, and they need to be shown longer periods of time of the monthly candles so they can eventually come in and get trapped. Now, friends, I'm going to show you this clip about Vance, and then we'll speak about it. By the way, we're going to have to go through, this is an actual, friends, just listen to this. It's an actual G-up. He's really anti-Gary Gensler, okay? He does not like him at all.
If there's a candidate for worst person, in my view, at least in terms of my substantive disagreements, I'm sure he's like a nice guy, is Gary Gensler, okay? So Gary Gensler is sort of the complete opposite of my view. And there are two problems that I have with Gary, one of which is that I think he wants to inject politics way too much into the actual business of securities in the United States of America. But in some ways, the more fundamental issue, or at least the most relevant issue for this particular conference is the approach that Gary has taken to regulating blockchain and crypto seems to be almost the exact opposite of what it should be. And I'm oversimplifying a little bit, but the question the SEC seems to ask in regulating crypto is this a token with utility? And if it's a token with utility, then they seem to want to ban it. And if it's a token without utility, they don't seem to care. I almost think we should be the opposite here, right?
He said at the end, I almost think there should be the opposite. So what he's basically saying, friends, is he's like, well, the SEC want to ban useful stuff and they don't want to touch the meme coins. He goes, that's weird. You should be encouraging people to make useful stuff and almost put people in jail if they never try for their coin, if they just make a useless coin. It's almost like that, even though you shouldn't really do that, but just that type of thinking. Now, of course, Vance is the VP, the vice president nomination, right, for Donald Trump. So after the planned assassination, friends, we're making the ground now. We're continuing the timeline. Whew, that was a close one. Wow, American Civil War, friends. Can you imagine if we got that? American Civil War. It would have explained everything. All the billionaires buying the bunkers in 2022, all their farmland. In the Civil War, friends, any war, the central bank wins. The central bank definitely wins. The central bank is the only way you can hedge in a war. Why? The central bank loans to the winner and the loser. So even if the winner wins, whoever it is, the loser's crumbled now, the winner still has a debt to pay. And they're handing over assets to the central bank. This is how it's been going on for centuries. Okay, now obviously I'm not going to speak about names and specific stuff. This is just, la la la, fairyland. If you're listening YouTube, la la la, peanut brain. I'm just a peanut brain. Ha 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 ha. Is this hat red? No, sorry. I'm wearing my Pikachu hat. Yay. Let's play some Pikachu music. Hope nobody looks at me. Just having fun. Just having fun. I love this all. Also, if I mysteriously disappear, just know that I did not willfully drink the room temperature water. You know that. All right. So back to Vance, friends. We're seeing this wonderful shift of this crypto mindset. And look, man, at the end of the day, we know it's not really the people. It's not the people, man. There's a bigger cyclical force that drags us down and then drags us up. It's the global liquidity index. It's timed with everything. It is spooky. This 4-year magic cycle, spooky. It really is. It freaks me out. It really does freak me out. So maybe we'll have more answers to the science later on. And by the time we do have answers, I'll tell you right now, most people, it's going to screw us most of the time because those people are going to be leveraging at points where they're trying to predict stuff and they're going to screw everything because they're all going to be so sure of the cycle and it's basically going to eventually tumble down because that's what happened in markets, friends, when the market prices something in, it doesn't matter what it is, all the currency units are put into that pie for that outcome, okay? So the risk reward gets inverted. Basically, like your reward, if the scenario plays out, the event plays out, it's tiny now because everybody's already in, okay? Because you literally got 99 people on one side of the boat. All you can onboard is just one person after the event becomes true. However, if the event doesn't come true, like a bad news event happens or whatever it is, just surprises the market, that 99 people, they have to rush to the other side. And that's how you have that big swing. That is like where you have like big hated rallies, or when everybody's leveraged long and you have these big capitulations. So that's happening on a big macro time frame, okay? So shout out to my baby doll, WeirdFishes, who made this. Said that, yeah, congratulations, you and your girlfriend watching me on the television. Shout out to you guys. What are you two doing over there? What's under that blanket? The remote controller seems to be two in this bedroom, if you know what I mean. It's a family show. In 12 months, friends, we'll either be rich or working drive-through. Oh, it's going to be a crazy 12 months, I think, friends. They almost took him out. Wow. You know, we'll talk, friends. I'm in shock still because we've been talking about it for a year. Me and my friends and stuff. My friends always said, "Hey, friends, I don't forget this. Remember when Donald Trump started saying anti-CBD stuff? Yeah, like recently. I remember watching it like, doesn't sound good. He's either actually on our team or they're gonna phase out that CBD word and put something else." And then when the bullet comes towards him, I'm like, oh, okay, he was on our team. He was on our team. All right, everyone. So you don't know, friends. You don't know. That's only the paranoid survive. Only the paranoid survive, okay? Plenty of memes. Shout out to Mr. Durkee Turkey and everybody else out there in Pulse Chain who's Mr. Too Spooky's avatar. So diamond butt, stick with butt. Friends, there are many coins in crypto. Man, a lot of them are cheap. You just got to find stuff with the memes, okay? Find stuff. They don't have to be meme coins. Just telling you, are people there supporting them? Do they have them close to their heart? Now, this is the dick with butt chart. Obviously, this is a real chart. Yeah, does it upset you? Does it upset you? Because what I noticed, friends, is... And so when we put it on a linear chart, right? So I have it here, a linear chart. You can see, friends, it's still in the box zone. That's pretty much what it comes down to, man. I have so many examples like this. Drop 50% from the top to 80%. I draw a big box. You can do whatever the hell you want, okay? It's a free country. It's a free world. Kind of drop 50 to 70%. Hopefully playing for the next leg. Yeah, man. So, of course, just a recap. Why even do these? Well, I don't know, man. I can't buy a layer 2 chain for like 30 million market cap. I can't. Okay? If I'd love to, but they're not at 30 million. They're at 3 billion. They are 100x higher than I'd like to buy them. Starting. They never started from zero, man. You have to be an insider. Right? And by the way, even if they were that cheap, I don't even know if I'd still buy them. Thinking about, it made me think, how low do these coins, these tech stuff have to go for you and me to buy them? Right? How low do they have to go? Really low. So it's another way to think about this stuff because you don't actually need them, okay? Now, ultimately, what are we playing for, friends? So, shout out to MyFriendSOMMI as well. I mean, I love this picture. Just me reading about the deep state. The deep state! My gosh, the scriptures! Everything's pre-programmed? Not everything, most stuff. What do you mean the aliens are real? I know, but they're not really aliens, you know? If they kind of made us and we've been living on their planet, which they made, or they've been here before us, we're the aliens, you get it? Like, if you have a daughter and a son, and they wake up one day and they go, oh my gosh, Dad, where were you before we were like alive? You weren't here in our lives. You say, what do you mean you weren't here? I made you. You see? Makes no sense like that. It's crazy. So there we have, friends, the deep state. Ah, man, I know it's a really deep rabbit hole because ultimately you get to no answers. Everything goes dark and cold. So then everybody has to lead on speculation. And then, so a lot of people ask me, how do you even know if everyone's speculating? How do you know the speculation about advanced alien tech, human population control, advancing civilization stuff. How do we even know the, abductions, extraterrestrials, all this telekinesis, remote viewing? How do we know? Why is it them? Let me tell you something. I'll tell you how we know it's them. Because every time we go down that rabbit hole and they release information of it, the government deletes it, shadow bans it, puts a bullet in someone's head, they get suicided, get thrown off, they get an aggressive form of cancer, words get changed, people have to backpedal, people get paid off, people get disappeared. That's why. That's the topic every single time without fail. You start getting closer to that, then that's it. Everything goes cold. The Kia, okay, the Coconut Intelligence Agency, the Phoebe, which is the fancy banana investigators, okay, every single time. So, look, the funny part is whenever you speak about like, oh, maybe, see, this is fun, okay. How come no one's ever thinking about, oh, there's a conspiracy that, on top of a mountain, if you go up there, there's like a fountain that just spits out jelly beans and there's pots of gold and leprechauns up there. How come in humanity in the past 100 years, even 1,000 years, there's never a story like that where there's an actual conspiracy, okay, which is the BS term made by the coconut guys. It's never that. It's never like how come, it's never any of these fantastical things. It's always the same stuff. So, we mean how come? Because it's true, man. Because maybe it really is true, friends. I just don't want all of us knowing. And for all we know, it could be right. It could be right. They could have a point. Like, man, a lot of people freak out. Also, the NHI dudes, Mr. Big Bug Eye alien dude over there, like Vitalik's cousins, they said, well, you're just not ready. You're just a bunch of monkeys. You don't know how to handle your weapons anymore. You're like, what? I know how to handle my weapons. And they'll be like, yeah, see, exactly. You're G'd up already. You're just going to go blow each other up. Okay? Friends, let's be honest, okay? In the wrong hands, every single person who's like ever downvoted you on the internet, you're going to blast them first. we're going to do something like that. So they got a point. But until then, see, ultimately it's a futile exercise where you're just like, fighting the establishment, fighting. I know it is, man. Alex Jones knows it is. Every person who's like really in tune with these deep state, they know they know they have people in the deep state. They've been there for centuries, friends, like hundreds of years. It's like they're either NHI controlled or they got them themselves. You can't do much. However, you kind of can do something, because if this giant part of the population is on one side of the boat and some of them start escaping the ship to go to the other side, in crypto, you can front run them in speculation. They can, that useless currency unit that they're working their whole lives for? Yeah, if they throw it into one end on the other side of the boat, they join another island, that's crypto's parabolic price action going up. And they basically transfer their wealth onto you. That's what you want to do, okay? Crypto's a better system. So don't forget, even though, yeah, we know, man, all right, Donald Trump, yeah, it's not going to save everything, whatever, but it's pro-crypto. And we know this as well, friends. Donald Trump is a blunt force instrument against the deep state establishment. Okay, so you hear a lot of people saying like he's anti-deep state. He's going to take all of them on. I don't know if he's going to take all of them on. Let me tell you something. They're always going to be around. Ultimately, they're always going to be around. That's it. But for now, while we have this opportunity here, let's just side with the rebels now, which is us. Let's side with the anti-establishment side, which is what we're doing. That's crypto. And, there's a big bull market coming. And, there's too many poor people, man. Too many people are enslaved. There's too many people and not enough leaders. There's like 200 top leaders. There's millions and millions of population out here. Yeah, sure, 70% are sheep. Yeah. But look at that 30%, man. 30% of 7 billion, that's like 2 billion people who are ready to be awakened. See? Awakened. Okay? So don't forget, also running parallel to the Donald Trump blunt force instrument, meme coins are a blunt force instrument against the high FDV, grifty VC tech coins. Yeah, man, they're a response, okay? They're a response. It's factual information. They did the best performance this year. They performed the best after Trump assassination as well. They're recovering the fastest. They're doing the best. And they still got all the mind share. And here's the thing. You can't just say meme coins. Meme coins are the new altcoins. Like, which altcoins? There's 100,000 of them. Of course, that's what we're trying to find out. The ones with the best community. You find out all my pieces of information. Try to get ones on a DEX. Try to get ones where you have an active community and then you have information asymmetry, okay? And then try to use the developers of the developer account either in the technology itself like EVM or maybe specifically on the chain. You stack all of those edges together and then, my friends, we have success for the bull market, okay? That's what we're here for. Like, subscribe. I'm wearing a Pikachu hat, nothing but a peanut brain. Catch you in the next one.